Peace and blessings to everybody out there. Welcome back to the Fake Woke Podcast. This is your boy BobbyVILN. I'm back with another episode. Episode 36, I think. The infeminization of the black man. The position of the black woman. My comments on Angela Stanton King's tweet. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. But for those that don't know who Angela Stanton King is, Angela Stanton King ran for office in Georgia on the Republican side. Regardless of her political party affiliation, she's a good black woman, good black queen. The reason why I like her because she's like Obama. She's well spoken. It's just that her topics and her point of views are very, very controversial. And I understand why people would get mad about some of the shit that she says, because it could come off as like she's attacking the people that she's talking about. But I know how to separate myself from the situation and just look at it as a whole. But she's a good black woman, good black queen. She knows her shit. The reason why I like her is because she pretty much checks off a lot of the black struggle boxes. I know might sound funny, but she checks off a lot of the black struggle boxes. She done had an abortion, a few of them. I think I gotta go back and listen to her story. She didn't have an abortion. She didn't went to jail. I think she had one of her kids in jail or something like that. When she got released on the First Step Act up under the Trump administration, she came out, she turned her life around, and she became a public speaker, and she ran for office. And I don't even think that she did that bad. I think she actually did pretty good with running for office. But the reason why I posted her tweet up onto my story is because, like, I wanted to see the reaction of black women in particular when it comes to a black woman speaking about the topics that she was speaking about: the feminization of black men, the abortion, what else she said? Basically, she was hinting towards black women selling out the black community, which I kind of disagree with. I feel like we sold each other out, black men and black women. I feel like we sold each other out. We sold each other to the sharks. You feel me? And basically, she says the only savior of the black community can be the black masculine heterosexual man, which I don't disagree with. But here's my spin on it. I'm gonna attack that first part. We all know, especially black women, they know they want to be able to feel secure and protected from their spouse. We know this. So for some people to sit there and say, well, that's misogynistic. It's not necessarily misogynistic, because you want your spouse to be able to protect you when need be. You know that's the truth. A strong black man heading the household or heading the community is very dangerous in the eyes of the elitists. It's very dangerous. Hence why in slavery and the history of colonization, when it came from the European side, that is why they attacked the male first. That is exactly why they attacked the male first. Because they wanted to get rid of that male presence. They wanted to be able to strike fear in, number one, the woman, the black woman, and so they could distribute that same fear to the offspring. That is fact. That's fact. And that's why when she said the only savior can be the black heterosexual male, I kind of agreed with. Because all throughout our American history that they choose to tell us, that was highlighted. Even after slavery, they was running up into the black nuclear families' homes and stripping the men out of there, regardless if it was incarceration, the hyperization of incarceration, mass incarceration, or just racial attacks. And that's just history. You could go look that up yourself. And it's like, once you know, like, if it was a male speaking from this point of view, it will be ignored by the black male. I mean, not the black male, but the black female. But since it was a black woman speaking this truth, a lot of women felt like they were angry about this. A couple of them, matter of fact, I think it was like just two. They spoke about how the black woman is the glue, this, that, and the third. They're the protector. Well, the only reason why you're the protector is because the black man has been stripped from the household. The black man has been demonized and feminized and undesired, and been made undesired for the most part. And that's it's the truth. Regardless of what you want to say about how black men conduct themselves, I truly understand. But that's the truth throughout history. That is the truth. Like, there was women lying about being raped by black men, and they just completely, utterly castrated black men. Hung black women too. It's a sticky subject. It's a hard subject to comprehend, because everybody want to point the finger at their struggle. Oh no, we have it the worst over here. Black women have it the worst. No, black men have it the worst. I get it. You want the light to be shined on the fact that, you know, you're a victim, or you feel like you're a victim. But that's taken away, me personally, this is how I feel. That's taken away from our progress. Constantly bickering amongst one another is taken away from our progress. To see who has the worst struggle. Now, I understand when black women say, now I do, I understand when black women say, oh, we're not protected, the black man don't protect us. Look what happens in social media when the black woman is ridiculed. They don't come to our protection. Well, sometimes I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Okay, like, I see it sometimes. I see it. But for the most part, a lot of the shit that black women do be complaining about when it comes to protection in media or whatnot, shit's low-key just be jokes. So I'm not sitting there undermining the fact that y'all feel this way. I'm just sitting here like, come on, like, some of that shit do be jokes. The whole B. Simone shit. You tearing down a black woman. Nah, like, she got into a situation to where, like, it is what it is. Like, she got labeled a fraud for that shit. It happens, bro. Like, you know, they was getting their jokes off. Everybody can be joked on. So it's not necessarily a problem with protection. It's just that this day and age, everybody want to laugh and kiki until it's still being joked on. Now they're not being protected. You feel me? And another reason why I say the black man has been demonized is because, like, we gonna use the election for an example. They sat there and they said black women save black America. It was a 90% turnout for black women to vote for Joe Biden. It was only like an 85 or 83% for black men. And then they were riding the coattails of black women saving black America. You see the shit that I'm talking about? And if you don't, I can explain it even further. But I ain't got much time. But in that regard, I feel like Miss King was right. When she spoke about the abortion of our future. Do I necessarily feel like abortion should be outlawed? Not at all. I feel like everybody should have their right to choose between, the women should have their right to choose between if they want to have that child or not, especially if you're ill-equipped. If you feel like you're not going to be the proper parent for that child, I agree. If you feel like you need to get rid of that child because you can't take care of that child, all right, like, I'm not even going to sit there and try to argue with you. Not at all. Like, not in the worst sense. But you have people out there that take advantage of that simple fact, all because they're just careless. And we can't keep having that, because, like, regardless of what people may say, abortion has been used against us to sterilize and to dwindle down our population. Eugenics. It goes back to eugenics. Now they making it like, oh yeah, no, you pro-choice, you can do whatever you want, you have that right, you have that say so. And I don't disagree with it, because there's a lot of people that go through the struggle. They either get raped, they either whatever the case may be, like they end up in bad situations to where, like, they don't want that child. And I understand that. Wholeheartedly. I understand that shit. I don't want nobody's right to be able to choose if they want that child to be taken away. But it's the simple fact that the black community need to have more children. That's just, our fucking population has been stagnant for like the last 40 or 50 years, I think. It's been stagnant. And this video is not to attack anybody, but it's the truth. The black male has been feminized. It's okay for black men to paint their nails, dye their hair blue and fucking blonde and all types of shit. It's okay now for black men to wear dresses. Like, the black male has been feminized. And Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, the author of the ISIS paper, she stated that shit in chapter 6 of her book, The Politics Behind Black Male Passivity and Feminization, Bisexuality, and Homosexuality. Her predecessor, Neely Fuller, spoke about this. Even Wesley Muhammad spoke about this shit. Understanding the assault on the black man, black manhood, and black masculinity. It has been universally understood that the black man is being assaulted and feminized. Black women too. Black women are under assault. So why are we sitting here pointing the finger at one another, trying to play victim politics, trying to highlight or shine the light on whose struggle is way worse, the black man or the black woman? That's counterproductive. We should all understand that our struggle is the same and we need to stick together.